Hi, I'm Nahid Kazaza. I'd like to share with you a little bit about how I work with my leadership development clients. Now, while every client's different, I find that I typically work in 5 specific areas. The first is getting you clear in your thinking so that you can make really good decisions. The second is getting control over your time, because I find that most leaders have so much going on that it's really hard to even get time to think beyond just the tasks and crises that you need to handle each day. But the unfortunate thing about that is if you're so focused on getting tasks done, you're missing the most important part of your job, which is the people. So getting control of your time is often what we have to work on first so that you can get your head above water and focus on the people. The third thing that I work with people on is communication. And often, again, we're going to start with the biggest points of pain, which are usually someone that you've been trying to give feedback to not very effectively, so we have tools for that. But over time, it's about communicating effectively so that you can get everyone on the same page and moving in the right direction. So that's sort of the surface part of it. Your communication, your time management, how you organize your day, and consistently being clear in your thinking. But there are 2 areas that we work on that are deeper and more important, actually, to your overall success. Number 1, I teach you about the psychodynamics that are invisible but underneath the behavior that shows up in the people that you work with. For example, why do people get defensive? Why do people have big emotional reactions? Perhaps why do you have 2 people on your team who can't get along, and even after trying to resolve it, they're still having a difficult time and not trusting each other? Why maybe does one person on your team always misinterpret what you say? So on the surface, you're not going to be able to solve those problems. You need to know what's going on underneath. And I have lots of tools that I can share with you that bring you the insight that you need to understand that. And then you can resolve those issues so that you can get everyone on the same page and working together productively. Because the more mistrust you have on the team, the more people avoid talking to each other. And if they avoid talking to each other, then work's not going to get done as fast or as effectively as it otherwise would. Now, the 5th and most important way that I work with leaders is on their own personal growth. You have to be able to see your blind spots. The most important blind spot that most leaders have is we sort of assume that everyone experiences us the way we experience ourselves, but that's not the case. So you have to understand how other people experience you. Also, when you get stressed or defensive, you're going to be reacting and you're going to have an impact on other people, and you need to understand what that impact is. But even more importantly, you have to understand your own motivations. You have to understand when you're getting insecure, or when you're losing your confidence, or having maybe doubts about where you're going, because all of that is experienced by the people around you. So as we work on your own personal growth, and we discover maybe what your own internal obstacles are, and we work through those obstacles, what happens is you go from a place of being maybe anxious or angry to a place of being more calm, peaceful, and confident and clear a greater percentage of the day. And what that does is it transforms you. You become truly compelling. And that's what they call leadership presence. And the leaders that have a really strong leadership presence are the ones that people respond to, the ones that people follow, the ones that really inspire people and get things done. So that's the work that we do together. If this intrigues you and you'd like to talk a little bit more, what I invite you to do is send me an email and schedule a phone call. I would say allow maybe 20 to 30 minutes for the phone call. And during our time together, I can ask you a lot of questions about what's going on with you specifically, and then I can share with you what my approach would be to your situation, give you a couple of options and recommendations, and you'll find that even if you don't decide to move forward with coaching, what you will do is get some clarity on what you're dealing with right now, and that will help you move forward. So I look forward to talking with you on the phone.